Good afternoon and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Nantucket Whaler Athletics. I am Chris Morris alongside Charlie Hoylman today, who will be your eyes on the field this afternoon. Thanks again for joining us here on the NSC, and we're coming to you live from what will be an electric atmosphere from Vito Capizzo Stadium as the number 2 ranked Whalers girls varsity lacrosse team plays host to the number 4 ranked Lady Blue Knights from Sandwich High School in a collision of the top in the Cape and Islands League and in Division 4. So we are excited to be bringing you 2 of the top teams in the state this afternoon. The Whalers come into this afternoon's matchup 10-2, having won their last 3 in a row, including a gritty win over Monomoy Thursday, as described by Coach Jamie Lower, who has an incredibly stacked roster, led by sophomore phenom Bailey Lower, who has amassed 58 goals already on the season. Also has a team-high 28 assists, so we're officially on the 100-point watch here for Bailey. But she is not the only weapon for the Whalers. Sydney Moscrop is having an incredible season as well. 41 goals already. Emerson Pekarczyk has 35 points total, including 29 via the goal. So an incredibly stacked lineup, but they will have a very stiff test today. Again, all of those 3 girls will have to be a factor offensively. Again, Sandwich comes into play today with a perfect league record, and they are 13-1-1 overall. So both teams are stacked and loaded. They are averaging double digits in goals per game. So, of course, goaltending will be of utmost importance. And the Whalers have a great one in senior goalie Mimi Belanger. She has been very consistent all season long and has been spectacular of late. So we hope that her great play can continue here today. For Sandwich, Claire Moniz is coming off a 5-goal game Thursday against the Vineyard. Ryan Coben also leads the attack for Coach Kelsey Beaton and the Sandwich Blue Knights. We've got a great day. It looks like the sun's trying to poke through here on the Gray Lady, but either way, we've got a fantastic afternoon of lacrosse. Again, had a nice soaking overnight, so the field should be a little slower than maybe Sandwich is used to as they play on the turf across the pond. And one of the things I wanted to mention before we actually get to the game, and this is the second time, so I'm just quite impressed of Coach Lower's team and their sense of responsibility beyond the field. So today is another example as the Whalers, as you can see, are donning little green ribbons. There's some balloons across the way in the stands, and that is in support of Fairwinds, Nantucket's Counseling Center. And they have been raising money this month as, of course, it is National Mental Health Awareness Month here in May. So we'll take this moment here. If you have the means to give back, Fairwinds just does such an incredible job for this island in a very sensitive subject. Obviously, mental health is by far one of those underrated illnesses, and it is an illness, so it's treatable. So if you have the means to give back, you can click on the website. It's fairwinds.org. If you're streaming with us here, just go down to our description, hit the More button, and we've got the website there as well. It's fairwinds.org. Once again, got to commend the girls lacrosse team and their sense of community beyond the field. So it's just great stuff. A proud moment here for Whaler Nation, and the kudos go out to Coach Jamie Lower and her incredible team as they understand their sense of responsibility here beyond the game. As you can see, the girls are getting warmed up here, getting the sticks checked, and we are just about ready for a huge tilt here. But before we get going here with live feed, we're going to say thank you to our sponsors here this afternoon, the Nantucket Booster Club, the Nantucket Golf Club, and the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. And once again, thanks for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. The stage is set, Whalers Nation. We are just a few minutes away from the opening draw, which of course Bailey Lower will contend with. She has been fantastic all year, not just in scoring goals, but in getting extra possessions for the Whalers. And she will be at the helm of all the draws and will be an imperative cog here this afternoon as the Whalers look to keep their number 2 spot and also get back in the thick of things. They do have one loss in league play. That came against Cape Cod Academy off island. So this would put them right back at the top of the heap for not only league titles, but also in the Division 4 rankings. Of course, the top 16 will host games. And if the Whalers can stay where they are at number 2, they would probably host 2 games. Of course, they'd have to win one first, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. Not too far off, though, as we finish with a flurry here with the season. You see Mimi Belanger finishing up things for the Whalers as far as getting the sticks checked. For Sandwich, number 7 has been circled on Coach Lower's roster list. Claire Moniz, she's coming off 5 goals as mentioned, and she leads the team in goals scored. The goaltender will be number 99, Maria Hurley. As you can see, she's getting her stick checked, and Sandwich is now ready to go. The Whalers are now ready to go. I hope you're ready to go, Whalers Nation, because we are, as we get set to get it going here as 2 of the top 5 teams in the state are ready to clash. Whalers getting their final instructions. And Sandwich's lone loss came against a higher division team, Scituate, and that was also away from their home. So 2 very good lacrosse teams. This should be a high-scoring affair, I would imagine, and it should be a shootout. Could come down to the final possession. So once again, thanks very much for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Athletics. As you can see up above us here, the boys baseball team is taking on Norwell. Actually got a double header up there, so we'll see if we can get some updates here, maybe via at halftime. And Athletic Director Travis Lombardi was saying that the field was just an absolute mess, but it looks like they're drying out a little bit, and they are playing baseball up top. Charlie just said that we're up 4-2. Is that correct? Yep. Whalers are up 4-2 right now, so hopefully the baseball team can pick up a W, maybe even 2 today. Bailey Lower awaits her opponent at midfield. And we are ready to go here. It'll be Ryan Cobbin on the draw against Lower. In the flip draw, and we are ready to go here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. Number 4 taking on number 2. And we're underway. Lower snatches it, but loses it momentarily, and it'll be Sandwich attacking on the first possession. Behind the net. And they'll get it set up. There's an attack. Nicely defended by the Whalers. Brooke Damian in on defense there for Nantucket. Here's another chance. Moniz. Cut off. Oh, that was Cobbin, actually. Coben. Rich Keaton calls out the play. Here's a run. Again, nicely defended by the Whalers. It'll switch off as Anna Hudzig is on defense. Again, no shot clock, so plenty of time for Sandwich to do their thing. Here's a pass in front, tipped away. Whistle, and looks like a infraction on Sandwich, so Whalers hold on defense. And they will now look to clear and get their first possession of the afternoon. Just underway, clock rolling, just over 23 minutes here left in the first half. Whalers with their first touch. Good run by Pekarczyk. Tipped away. And oh, looked like it was off of Pekarczyk's stick, but we get the call, so we'll take it. Pekarczyk puts it in. Hounded on defense. Passes it off. Evelyn Stahl over to Sydney Moskrop. And the Whalers will get the offense set up behind the net as Bailey Lower picks it up. First possession for Nantucket. Bailey makes a move. Shot, scores over the head of the goaltender Hurley. And just like that, Bailey Lower scores the first goal. And as you note, a moment of solidarity there in recognition of some unfortunate events that happened with some girls' college lacrosse teams. So again, representing bigger things beyond the playing field as a quick recognition. And quickly on the run, Sandwich advances. And a nice defensive play there by Hannah Evans. And she's whacked from behind. That'll be an infraction, and she will continue play as the Whalers look to advance. Ava Moskrop loses it, but Bailey Lower picks it up. She sprints into the attack zone and looks to make a move. And draws the whistle. So 1-0 our score early on here in the first half. Bailey Lower has notched her 59th goal on the season. And she gets her stick whacked from behind, no call. And it's loose. Scooped up by Moskrop. That's Ava Moskrop, number 10, Lower in the middle. She's going to wind up, let it go, and scores! Rips a wrister. And the Whalers go up 2-0. That is as quick a shot as you will see by anyone in the state. Bailey Lower notches her 60th goal of the season. And she's got some games to go here still. 21 minutes, 17 seconds left. Whalers have posted a 2-0 score. But as we have seen, this game is far from over. Lots of lacrosse to be played. Sandwich has plenty of weapons, so the Whalers are going to have to keep the intensity up offensively. They have played well defensively thus far. Drink. Sandwich able to scoop it up. That's Moniz. Again, hounded on defense nicely by the Whalers. That's Ava Moskrop, number 10. Nice physical defense there without drawing an infraction. And Sandwich gets it reset. And we'll have a whistle, and here's a free sprint. That's number 9, Sophia Viseglio. She will hold up. Pass in front. Caught. Shot. Score over the top. Let's see what number was the goal scorer there. It's like 22 for Sandwich. Emily Suka gives Sandwich their first goal of the game. Nice pass in front and a point-blank shot against Belanger. She was unable to get the net up in time. So 2-1 our score. Still lots of time left here in the first half. Thanks again for joining us here on the NSC. Proud to be bringing you Whalers Athletics. And here's Moniz on the run as Sandwich wins another draw. That's 2 in a row for them. Each team has 1-2. Again, no physical contact really allowed in the girls' lacrosse game. So it's all about positioning and holding possessions, waiting for your opportunities. There's a contact to the head. So lucky not to draw a penalty there. Again, it'll be Viseglio putting it in. And here's a run. Good D on that one. That's Riley Morrison, another one of the very good weapons. Tipped and intercepted out of the air. Whalers will look to get the clear, and they do so across midfield. Pekarchik with a great run. Loses it, but gets the whistle, so she'll have a free look. Nice defense by the Whalers once again, and Pekarchik turns it into instant offense. Oh no, that's Ava Moskroff, excuse me. And she'll pass it, goes off the stick. Stahl, or Pekarchik actually recovers that one. Maddie Lombardi. Back to Pekarchik, top of the zone. Mason Lower, who has come on of late as a significant goal scorer, just a freshman, so nice to see that Whalers lacrosse will be in good hands for years to come. Bailey Lower, just a sophomore as well. She's looking to wind up, does so, shoots it low, just wide of the net, but Whalers keep possession. 2-1 our score. We are just over 18 minutes left in the first half. Sydney Moskroff, second leading scorer for the Whalers, holds it. So it's a couple of sister connections between the Moskroff sisters and the Lower sisters that account for a lot of the offense. Pass, good catch by Pekarchik, and draws the whistle. So she'll get a free run here with a chance to put the Whalers up 3-1. Pekarchik, shot, score! She goes low and gets it by the goalie. So Emerson Pekarchik takes advantage of the infraction to put the Whalers up 3-1. And Hurley unable to guess correctly. It's almost a guess when they're running in that close. She guessed high, and Pekarchik went low, giving the Whalers a 3-1 lead. Still lots of time left here in the first half. Again, now both players on the same side for the draw. And Lower able to snag it, and she's on the run. her third draw control. Pass in front, shot, Moskrop scores right in point blank. Nice little give and go. Lower with the assist. Sydney Moskrop picks up her first goal of the game. And the Whalers, just like that, go up 4-1. As we noted, this should be, and most likely will be, a shootout. Both teams are stacked offensively, so we are just getting started here from Vito Capizzo Stadium, but the Whalers quickly out to a 4-1 lead, 17:49 left to play here in the first half. Flipped high in the air, and it'll be Pekarczyk scooping it up cleanly. She's warded and steps out of bounds, but pushed apparently. Nice move to cut back in. Tipped away, however. And here's Sandwich on the run. Good sprint. Whalers are back on defense. Finally a whistle. So it'll be a little bit a free spot. Here's Lower defending. Takes a chance, doesn't get there, and a score. So Lower took a chance to try and poke it away, and Morrison takes advantage. Belanger unable to get the net down as well. So Sandwich draws back to within 2, 4-2 now. We are still in the first half of play. Clock stops at 16 minutes, 36 seconds. So as it is in lacrosse, those possessions are just so important because these girls are snipers on both sides. So every possession could be a goal. Any saves by the goalies will be, as noted in the pregame, of utmost importance. Again, as you see the green balloons and green ribbons on the Whalers, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and they are wearing those in support of Fair Winds. Sandwich with another draw control. And here's Morrison on the run. She's being chased. Pekarczyk trying to get in the way. She will not. Morrison loses it, and Belanger able to get there. Quickly up to Lower. Lower draws some double coverage, but able to get it into the attack zone. So nice job by the Whalers defense. Pass in front, Moskrop. A whistle stops. Let's see if we can hear the explanation. Okay, they give Sandwich the ball. I guess it was a dangerous shot. I'm not sure. I couldn't see it clearly, so nonetheless, it will be Sandwich with possession here. Off the whistle. 15:57 the time left here in the first half. 4-2 our score. Lower's already found the net twice. Sydney Moskrop and Emerson Pekarczyk, each with goals. Suka and Morrison for Sandwich have scored. Double team, little too physical. So Sandwich will get a free run here. Pass behind the net. Setting up the motion. Oh, there was a chance right there, but good defense by the Whalers. Moniz, and a delayed call. And there's our first penalty. That'll be on number 18, Evelyn Fye. Nice to see her back on the field. She's been out a couple of games with a... Oh, no. I thought they said 30 seconds, but apparently not. It'll just be a free run. So again, Belanger will have to come up big here if the Whalers are going to get another stop, but they do not, as Moniz does her thing. She is the leading scorer for Sandwich. That's number 7. So she draws the Blue Knights to within 1 here now, as Sandwich has netted 2 goals in 2 possessions. And just like that, it's a 4-3 game. Still 14 minutes and 40 seconds left in our first half from Vito Capizzo Stadium. So 3 separate goal scorers for Sandwich. Also for the Whalers, Bailey Lower with 2 goals, however, and an assist. And the draw flips up. Pekarczyk after it. Lower in position. Unable to get there, but she draws the whistle, so the Whalers will get possession. Triple teamed. Nice catch by Pekarczyk, and she's off and running. And will gain the zone for the Whalers. So nice job in the midfield by Emerson Pekarczyk, able to get the zone. Here's Mason Lower getting it set up for the Whalers. Pekarczyk with good motion in front of her. Gets the play set up. And here's Lower with some space. And they are clearing out the left side. Lower awaits. Double teamed. Mason Lower unable to handle it cleanly. Momentarily saved. And good defense by Sandwich as they're able to get the stop and clear as a sprint ahead, and they've got numbers. Looking to tie it up. And they will now get it set up. And off the stick. Hannah Evans gives run, but unable to get there in time. And Sandwich puts it in. Here's Moniz behind the net. Looking, unable to find any cutters. Shot goes wide. Sandwich is back there to retain possession, though. 12:25 and counting here in the first half. 4-3 our score. Moniz catches it. Unable to get a shot off. Nice defense by the Whalers. Good activity by Sandwich, but thus far the Whalers have been up to the task. Misstep there. And McPherson resets. Loose ball. Ava Moskroff picks it up. She's got it jarred loose, Lowers after it. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. Over the top and hitting the head. That will be a yellow card on Bailey Lower, so she'll sit for a while. Just too aggressive with the stick. At 11:26, the first penalty of the game ensues. And that'll be a 2-minute penalty on Lower. And in the girls' game, the clock will continue to run no matter how many goals are scored. So a real opportunity for Sandwich here to not only draw even, but potentially take the lead. 4-3 our score, Whalers up, but it'll be Sandwich on the player advantage. Moniz. Shot, well wide. Got clicked off, I guess, yeah. And we're back up, but I got to probably reset everything. All right, we apologize for the technical difficulty there. As you can see, the Whalers able to come up with a stop. Unfortunately for the Whalers, the Sandwich Blue Knights were able to take advantage of the player advantage and score one goal. There's still 25 seconds left on the power play. Not focused in, Charlie. Sorry. So 4-4 our score. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties as the picture got reset. Teams are back to full strength, just over 9 minutes to go. It's too bright, buddy. I don't know what got reset. Sandwich with possession. Looking to take their first lead of the game. It's too bright. And another stoppage. Oh, I have no picture now. We have no visual.
Media's full.
That doesn't matter. Again, apologize for the temporary stoppage in our picture. 4-4 still our score, 7:04 to go. Again, we are having technical difficulties here, so I do apologize for the lack of picture. All right, our picture is back. Let's point it over here. Whalers are on offense here. We are still tied at 4, so nice defense by the Whalers. With 6:27 left in the first half. Moskrop unable to get it cleanly. Collision as 2 Whalers go down. No whistle. And finally scooped up by the Whalers. Bailey Lower gets it to Mason. And that's a whistle. Free run coming up for the Whalers. Clock continues to run, under 6 minutes to go. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. Lower, shot save, she gets it back. Save again. So good play by the goalie. She comes up with 2 saves. Hurley with a nice play to keep it 4-4 here as we approach 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Good run by Sandwich. And again, we apologize for the brightness of the picture. Good defense by Pekarczyk. Loose ball picked up by Sandwich. Here's a run. Whistle. And it'll be number 14, Ryan Coben, with a free run here. And into the game for the Whalers, Evelyn Stahl. Hoping Belanger can come up with a save here. And loose. And stays behind the net, so Belanger able to scoop it up here. She'll try and get a clear. Nice pass to Ava Moskrop. And that's a little too aggressive. Up to Mason Lower, and Whalers gain the attack. So Mason Lower over to Emerson Pekarczyk. Probably. Pekarczyk loses it. We've now gotten it down to under 4 minutes to play. 3:24 and counting here in the first half. 4-4 is our score. Sydney Moskrop holds over to Milne. And here's Pekarczyk. Draws a couple of defenders and passes it off to Ava Moskrop. And behind the net, we've still got possession. Ava Moskrop.
It's too bright. The camera just went down. It was unplugged. I didn't have AC.
Over to Phi, who unfortunately loses it for the Whalers. Loose. And that will be a push. It'll be Sandwich possession with 2:15 to go in the first half. We're tied at 4 in what was originally thought going to be a shootout. We've had some good defense played by both teams.
Too bright.
And again, a whistle and a stoppage, so it'll be a free run for Sandwich.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you. Here's a chance for Sandwich. Sprints in. Loses it on the way up. Oh, she gets it back, though. Belanger unable to get it as Moniz. A rare loss. Here's a pass in front. Whistle and a stoppage. So another chance for Sandwich here as McPherson will get a free run. Let's see if Belanger can come up with another save. Shot saved by Belanger. They get it back. Shot goes wide. Nantucket's back there, and they will gain possession. So a huge stop here with just under 2 minutes to play in the first half. 1:35. Clock starts again on the whistle. Elizabeth Hemingway getting some playing time. And Hannah Evans loses possession, so it'll be Sandwich gaining it back here. Just over a minute to play. Pass in front, unable to be handled. We've got a loose ball. Scooped up by Sandwich quickly. There's Morrison with a chance. Shot saved by Belanger with the net. Looking for Mason Lower. Scooped up nicely, and she'll try and gain the attack zone. And will do so for Nantucket. Let's see if they can get one in here. Under a minute to play in the first half. We're tied at 4. Thanks for bearing with our momentary technical difficulties. Here's Sydney Moscrop as the final Whaler attacker gets into the zone. $20 to play. Whaler's going to need to get going here. Lower. Double teamed. Whizzes it by the goalie. Does not matter. Hat trick in the first half for Lower. With just 6 seconds to play in the first half, the Whalers go up 5-4. As Bailey Lower notches her 3rd goal of the afternoon. And again, we have a whole nother half to play. Once again, thanks for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. So just before halftime, Bailey Lower makes a run and whizzes a shot over Hurley's head. She was unable to get the stick up. And the Whalers look to hold on to a 5-4 advantage as we go into halftime. As we await the draw here, they get it set up. And not much time left. Lower tried to get a whistle there. She was taken off her feet. And that will sound the end of the first half. A first half of good defense, which is not what we thought would be the case here. I thought this was going to be double digits by halftime, but two great teams slugging it out here as the number 2 ranked Nantucket Whalers will go to halftime with a 5-4 lead. Goals scored by Sydney Moskrop and Emerson Pekarchik. Bailey Lower has already notched a hat trick. She's got 3 goals and an assist. And we will get confirmation on the fourth goal scored by Sandwich, but Suka, Morrison, and Moniz have 3 of the 4 goals. Again, I will get down to the books here at halftime and get the official fourth goal scored by Sandwich, but a good half played by both teams, only 1 penalty, so a very clean first half. We'll take a break here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Again, you are watching live coverage of Whalers Athletics, the girls lacrosse team, with a 5-4 lead at halftime. Back out to Perry for 3. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again.
Whalers streak ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post.
The clear Whalers shot.
Save! Paul Allen.
Face 2-1. Puts it up from half court.
Good! Justin Boyce!
Front.
Gotta score! Pekarczyk was able to lift it up above LaBelle.
Third dribble. Pass.
Quincy Sullivan with a good-looking shot and hit. Gets in and scores! Halleck denies again. Shot saved. Griffin Star.
Into it. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in!
Streaks ahead. Shot. Score! Just like that, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Once again, I'd like to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. We have reached halftime. The score, Whalers with a very slim 1-goal lead, 5-4, in a very good defensive style game. Every possession has been meticulated and calculated. Bailey Lower leads the way for the Whalers. She's got 3 goals and an assist. Emerson Pekarczyk has netted 1. Sydney Moskrop has netted 1 for the 5 goals. Ava Moskrop, again, unofficially has an assist as well. Again, 3 of the 4 goals scored by Sandwich have been from Morrison, Suka, and Moniz. I'll get the 4th goal here momentarily, as we are just a couple minutes away from, just over a minute away from the second half of play. 5-4 our score. Looking for confirmation for the 4th goal from Sandwich. Any idea who scored that?
Oh, no.
Okay, that's all right. Don't worry, we're live on the air. It's fine. So we will once again we'll get that figured out here shortly. But more importantly, we've got a great second half of lacrosse coming to you from Vito Capizzo Stadium. A battle of 2 top 5 teams in the state in Division 4. The Whalers coming in at number 2 ranked. Sandwich comes in at number 4 ranked. They've already got 13 wins on the season. So both teams have battled and both teams have scored, but there have been some good defensive stops and good goaltending, in particular by the Whalers' Mimi Belanger. She's come up with a couple of huge saves in point-blank range. As you can see, the team's coming back to the field. They'll warm up here for a minute or two, and we'll get back to it. Bailey Lower's been very good on the draw, but it's been about 50-50 as Ryan Cobbin for Sandwich has also been very solid on the draw control wins. And I just got a note from Charlie Hoyleman. Up top, the baseball team's up 5-2. Looks like the final inning for the Whalers. All they got to do is hold here, and they will pick up another victory on the diamond. So good luck goes out to the Whalers baseball team. Just a half an inning left, and they will pick up the first victory in what will be a doubleheader up top there. But we've got business to take care of right here with 25 minutes left of girls lacrosse in what has been, no surprise, a great matchup. We'll have to see if the defense holds up or whether these offenses can get clicking here and really put together some goals. But either way, it has been a very competitive afternoon. The largest lead for either team has been 2 goals. That was the Whalers early on. They were up 4-2. So Sandwich was able to rally from that deficit to tie it up. And the Whalers behind Bailey Lower scored with 6 seconds to go to take the lead into halftime. And of course it will be Lower on the draw as we await Sandwich to take the field. Ryan Cobbin for Sandwich has been good on the draw controls for the Blue Knights. Lower getting some last minute instructions as Sandwich has broken from their huddle, and we are just about underway here with the second half from Vito Capizzo Stadium. 5-4, the Whalers are up. They will be attacking from the right to left in the second half. So players switch sides. Lower flips it behind, and Pekarczyk chases. Unable to scoop cleanly, but gets it. And sprints ahead. And we'll get the attack zone whacked away. And still free. Sandwich gets it, looking to make the clear. Morrison will get some space and gets the clear, so a turnover on the first possession for Nantucket. And quickly back the other way. It's the Blue Knights. Oh, poked away nicely. Pekarczyk with a great defensive play. She loses it. Or excuse me, it looks like Moskrop. Scrum ensues. And Sandwich comes away with it. And a whistle stops play. That'll be Suka for Sandwich. Emily Suka, number 22. With the free run here. Shot. Saved by Belanger. So nice defense once again by the Whalers. Long pass up. Flipped up. And controlled by Nantucket. Oh, that's going to be a card. Number 11 on Sandwich draws the whistle. Well, I don't have that number, so unable to get who is actually in the penalty box, but it will be 2 minutes. Player advantage for Nantucket. Here's Lower. As the sun peeks out, Whalers looking to once again get a 2-goal advantage. Lower behind the net. Good pass in front to Mason Lower. Unable to get a shot off. Flips it back to her sister. Nice cut by Milne. It's loose. Picked up by Lower. She looks to go to work. Cut off. Low shot. Easily handled, but unable to be controlled. Here's Ava Moscroft. Nice move to get inside. Right to the chest of Hurley. So sandwich. Oh, loose. Pass in front. Shot, score! Pekarchik goes high. And is able to give the Whalers a 2-goal lead. Great job by the Nantucket offense. Stick-to-itiveness nets them their 6th goal of the game. Still 58 seconds on the player advantage. 22:15 left in the game. 6-4, the Whalers are up. Great shot by Pekarchik to find the top of the net. Hurley with really no chance to get there, a point-blank shot. Long flip out. And Lower gets there, but it'll be Sandwich with the possession off the infraction, and they are quickly into the attack zone. Again, Whalers with a player advantage, so they can double team here. Still 30 seconds left on the penalty. So in the girls' game, a little different than the boys. If they score, the penalty is nullified, but in the girls' game, this is 2 minutes, no matter what happens. So if Nantucket can get the ball back, they will attack with a player advantage. But right now, Sandwich is just holding on to it. Morrison with a good run, just 10 seconds left. So good job by Sandwich to kill this penalty. And they have done so. Again, no shot clock, so they can hang on to it as long as they keep possession. Oh, that's got to be a whistle there. And a card. So the Whalers will now have a penalty. Number 21, Brooke Damien, guilty of a little aggressiveness with the stick. And it looks like we are all done up top. Quick half an inning, so the Whalers hold on to win 5-2. But right here, it's Belanger who will face a shot in front. Goes loose. And the Whalers scoop it up and are able to get a run here. Pekarchik up ahead of the squad, up ahead of Sandwich. Great run by Emerson Pekarchik. She gets it across midfield. And unable to stop her, she gets the zone. Nice clear by Emerson Pekarchik. What a great run. And here's Ava Moscroft. She loses it. A rare turnover. And Sandwich will get it. Let's see if they can get the clear. A little too aggressive by Sydney Moscroft. Sandwich has been able to hold her in check. And a play back to the goalie, Hurley. Lower. Oh, nice near steal. Great attempt. And here's Morrison on the run. Cut off. Tiptoes the sideline. And able to gain the zone. Whalers recover. But Sandwich will get it set up. 6-4 the lead by the Whalers. Still 35 seconds left on the player advantage. Loose. Scooped up. Here's a shot. Whistle. Stops play before the shot. 19 minutes, 32 seconds left. Still 26 seconds left on the power play. Number 8, Emma McPherson with the free run here. Lower the closest defender. She runs in, shot, and it catches inside the post for a goal. That's number 8, Emma McPherson, taking advantage of the run. So that brings the score to 6-5. Still 19 minutes to play here in the second half. And another penalty on Lower. That's her second of the game. And Coach Lower. So that is her second card, which should mean she is done for the game, and that means the Whalers will play the rest of the game without a player. So it should be a player advantage now for the rest of the game for Sandwich, which really puts the Whalers at a huge disadvantage. Not only do they lose a player, but they lose their best player in Bailey Lower. So it'll be Sandwich putting it in. They're up 2 players right now for another 15 seconds. 6-5 the score. Sandwich already with a goal in this player advantage. Morrison looking for space. Triple team, somebody's got to be open, but tipped away, and the Whalers will look to advance. Ava Moskrop loses it temporarily. And it's going to be Sydney Moskrop gaining zone. So again, they're going to face double teams, but at this point, it's just a matter of wasting some time. But more importantly, Bailey Lower will sit for the rest of the game. Here's Emerson Pekarczyk, avoids defenders. Again, in no rush to get a shot off here as the Whalers look to use up a little bit of clock here and get back to even strength. Here's Ava Moskrop with a run. She shoots and scores! Ava Moskrop goes low. Hurley unable to get the net down. 7-5 the lead. A much needed goal as Ava Moskrop now has a goal and an assist in the game. So once again, Bailey Lower is out of the game here as she has drawn her second yellow card. I believe it's 3 yellow cards, and the Whalers will then have to play without 1 player for the rest of the game. So I stand corrected. It will just mean 2 cards on Lower means that she cannot come back into the game. So her afternoon is done after drawing another yellow card. And nice draw win by Pekarczyk. Oh, pass goes high and turnover. It'll be Sandwich getting the ball with just over 18 minutes to go here in the game. 7-5, Whalers with a lead. Sandwich gets it set up. Here's Moniz. She makes a move. Turns, fires, shot, save by Belanger. Point blank shot from the best player on Sandwich, and she's up to the task. 5 seconds left on the penalty. And the Whalers now back to even strength. So nice job by the defense. They actually get a goal shorthanded. Extending the lead back to 2 goals, 7-5. Here's a shot, score. Point blank, Moniz passes to McPherson, and McPherson's got 2 here in the second half as Sandwich is able to draw back to within 1 at 7-6. Still 17 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in the second half. So both teams have scored twice in the second half. Whalers scoring a shorthanded goal by Ava Moskrop. And again, now things will shift and we'll test the depth of the Whalers lineup as Bailey Lower has 2 yellow cards and will not see any more action today. Sandwich with the draw control. Quickly ahead, shot, and another goal just like that. I believe that was Moniz again. She's got 2. And we've got a tie ball game off the draw control, a sprint ahead, and looks like it's going to be timeout by Coach Jamie Lower and the Whalers. See if they can catch their breath here a little bit maybe. And also get some instructions as, again, they will be playing without Bailey Lower for the remainder of the game. That's over 17 minutes. And it looks like another penalty called on the Whalers. Brooke Damien's up on the scoreboard for 2 minutes. So some mental errors by the Whalers that have led to 2 straight goals by Sandwich, and they are able to tie it up in a matter of moments. So high drama here, and again, we welcome those that are just joining us to Vito Capizzo Stadium in a battle of top 5 teams in Division 4. Whalers coming in ranked number 2, Sandwich ranked number 4. As you can see, some green balloons strewn about and ribbons donned by the Whalers in support of Fair Winds, Nantucket's Counseling Center. Of course, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. If you do have means, you can jump on their website at fairwinds.org, and donate what you can. It's a great organization that does incredible work. Most of their services are free of charge. So great stuff by Fairwinds if you have a chance. And again, a testament to the character of this team in going beyond the playing field to represent something larger than just the game. So 17:05 left here in the second half. Whalers facing some adversity as they will play the rest of the game without their star player, sophomore phenom Bailey Lower, who's drawn 2 cards. And once again, Brooke Damien in the box as well. So they will now play the remainder of the game a player down, even after the 2 minutes will be served by Brooke Damien. So Sandwich puts it in, no draw off the goal because a penalty was called after the goal. And they are becoming less tolerant of any physical activity as the Stripes are getting a little more involved, a little whistle heavy. So Sandwich with, again, a chance to take their first lead of the game. Whalers are going to have to bear down here. Moniz with a run. Good defense by Pekarchik. Pass in front, shot goes well high. Sandwich keeps possession. Still just over a minute left in the penalty. But the Whalers will, again, play the rest of the game down a player. So scoring opportunities will be at a premium. Morrison makes a run. And it looks like Sandwich turns it over. He signaled offsides. I'm not sure what the call was. I apologize. Pass back, Hannah Evans. Trying to get the clear. Again, pass to Belanger. Up ahead. Over the net. Snagged by Morrison. Or snagged by one of the sandwich players, sorry. And once again, the Blue Knights get it set up. Penalty is just about over, and there's a pass in front. McPherson with another goal. Moniz with another assist. And for the first time this afternoon, the Sandwich Blue Knights have taken the lead here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. They now lead here midway, little over midway through the second half of play. 8-7 the score. As the sun beginning to burn off the Gray Lady fog, and it has awoken the Blue Knights as they have scored 3 in a row to take an 8-7 lead. Just over 15 minutes to play here in the second half. And it'll be a redraw, it looks like. It'll be Pekarchik versus Coben here on the draw. So once again, the Whalers playing without their star player, sophomore Bailey Lower, who's already drawn a couple of yellow cards. Pekarchik draws the whistle, and she is knocked off her feet, but she will advance. Again, Whalers playing with a man down for the remainder of the game. So it's going to take a solid effort by the Whalers as they will face double teams here on the offensive end and will ultimately have to defend at a high level. Nice play. There's an advance. Good run by Ava Moskroff. Ran into a wall of blue. Double teamed and a little too aggressive. 14 minutes and counting here as Maddie Lombardi loses it, and there's a card. Finally one drawn on Sandwich. So it'll be back to even strength here. So that'll be 2 minutes. So the Whalers should be pretty patient here. As again, the possession is more important than the clock. Ava Moskroff over to her sister Sydney. Got to think somehow getting her involved here would be the play. She'll look to make a run. Barrels into the Sandwich defender and draws a whistle. So she'll get a free run with a chance to bring the Whalers back to even at 8. This is a huge opportunity for Nantucket, playing down a person. And she'll pass it off. Pass in front, Pekarchik, unable to get it cleanly. But the Whalers will get it as the whistle is on Sandwich. Still just over a minute on the penalty to Sandwich, which basically means that both teams are playing even strength. Pekarchik makes a run. Shot goes high. Recovered. And a chance. No whistle as Sydney Moskroff goes down in a bit of a heap. Flipped up ahead. And a little too aggressive by Ava Moskroff, so it'll be Sandwich with the ball. Pass to midfield, here's Morrison. She'll gain the zone. Sandwich up 8-7. Good play by Hannah Evans to thwart the advance. Pass goes wide, but call on Pekarchik. Morrison will put it in. As the clock continues to run, and Sandwich now back to the player advantage, as they will have for the remainder of the game. 8-7, Sandwich now with the lead. They've scored the last 3 goals in a row. After the Whalers were up 7-5, then Bailey Lower was called for her second yellow card and the third on the team, which left them short a person. Morrison denied. So we approach 11 minutes. Good run and good defense by Hemingway. E.J. Hemingway with a great defensive stop. Hannah Evans behind the net. Moniz unable to make a move. Here's Morrison with some room. Again, Hemingway denies. Good offensive flow by Sandwich. Here's Moniz looking in middle. Shot and a score. Wow, it's been Moniz to McPherson, and that was a lightning bolt. Sandwich now takes a 9-7 lead, their largest lead of the game. Again, unfortunately, the Whalers going to have to rally down a player. Now face a 2-goal deficit as Sandwich has come in here and maybe taken advantage of some youth on Nantucket, but unfortunately Bailey Lower whistled for 2 yellow cards, and she is not playing and has not played here for much of the second half. Mason Lower able to gobble it up for the Whalers. Let's see if they can capitalize on this possession. Desperate need of a goal here to bring it back within 1. Hannah Evans sprints it over midfield and able to gain the attack zone. Runs into a couple of Sandwich defenders, but continues the attack. Moscrop loses it. She has had a tougher afternoon, frustrated by the Sandwich defense, and a little nudge. Looked like Maddie Lombardi a little too physical, or Mason Lower, depending on who you ask, but a bit of frustration maybe coming into play here for the Whalers as they are now down 2. Oh, intercepted. Nice play on defense by Emerson Pekarczyk, trying to find, it was Morrison on the advance, and here's a good run by Pekarczyk. Pass in front, Sydney Moscrop denied at the doorstep. Great save by Hurley. 9:20 to play. Sydney Moscrop will get it set up. Maddie Lombardi unable to make a move. Ava Moscrop back to Sydney Moscrop. Again, could be a bit of strategy here in shortening the game. But the Whalers not in a big hurry to do anything offensively here. Evelyn Stahl back up top. Maddie Lombardi back to Lower. Sydney Moscrop behind the net. And she faces a couple of defenders here as the Blue Knights can do so. Tough run, unable to find any room. Mason, hounded by number 15, Emma Ditino. She has been just a safety valve. Lower in front, looking for Moskrop, unable to get it cleanly. And the Whalers unable to take advantage of the possession. And it is Sandwich advancing, 7:35 left in the game. Sandwich already with a 2-goal lead, 9-7. So again, the Whalers playing a player down here for the remainder of the game after the third yellow card was pulled on the team. Bailey Lower is out of the game. She has 2 yellow cards. And Brooke Damien also with 2 yellow cards. So the depth of Nantucket being tested here. And it also seemed like the youth of Nantucket showing. Moniz making a move, tipped away. And nice play by the Whalers defense. Mason Lower flips it ahead and advanced. Here's Sydney Moskrop. She's got some room. Makes a move, loses it, and draws the whistle. And here's a chance for Moskrop. Whalers in desperate need of a goal. Just over 6 minutes left in regulation. Let's see if she decides to shoot it. She does not. Pass deflected, Lower, able to get it back. Maddie Lombardi. Over to Stahl. Stahl back behind the net to Pekarchik. Overloaded on that left side. Pekarchik makes a move. Tries a reverse shot, unable to get the goal. Still loose, but a whistle on the Whalers. Stahl called for the infraction. It'll be Sandwich to put it in. Clock continues to run, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Sandwich looking for the clear. Tipped. Loose. And Whalers gain, no, Sandwich with possession. It'll be Moniz to put it in. Nice passing by Sandwich to gain the zone. Under 5 minutes to play. Whalers down 2. Desperately in need of a stop here. And a goal. To get this back to within 1. Then anything can happen. But Sandwich playing with the player advantage, in no rush to do much of anything, as they do not need to. Already up 9-7 as we approach 4 minutes to play. Second half. And Moniz and McPherson have connected for 3 goals. So that play has worked. There's cutter through. Moniz again in no rush. Off the right wing here as we're under 4 minutes, 3:45 and counting. Thanks for joining us here in a battle of top 5 teams in Division 4. Been a very competitive game. Whalers held a 5-4 lead at halftime. Unfortunately, have fallen victim to the whistle and are now facing a player disadvantage for the remainder of the game, and they've played almost 18, will have played almost 18 minutes down a player, and not only a player, but they are without the talents of Bailey Lower, who has 2 cards drawn against her. Also Brooke Damien with 2 yellow cards. 3 minutes to go. As Sandwich continues to chew up clock here. Yeah, good defense by the Whalers, but down a person, there's always going to be somebody open. I'm not a math major, but Morrison and Moniz out here on the right wing. And Morrison will play it back out front. We're under just about 2 minutes left here in the game. 9-7, Sandwich with the lead and the possession. Moniz with a lot of space. Again, just using the clock here as they can. No shot clock in high school sports and high school lacrosse. So it's going to take a defensive effort here to get the ball and possession back, and dare I say miracle time here for the Whalers as they are down 2 goals and down a person, down a player. And Sandwich continues to use that extra attacker to find an open player. 1:30 and counting. Loose, but scooped up by Moniz. Evans with a check, and that will get another whistle stoppage. 1:09 left in the game. Well, Hannah Evans on defense here. Loose, and a collision. That's got to be a whistle. Looked inadvertent. Evelyn Fye will get reset. She's overcoming an injury here. Clock continues to run with 30 seconds left. And what will likely be a Sandwich victory here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. It's going to be a 9-7 score unless something happens here in the last 20 seconds. But I got a hunch Sandwich just content to hold on and take the victory, which they should. McPherson for Sandwich has scored 4 times. Moniz with 2 goals as well. They have been the difference, but unfortunately it was some incidentals, some penalties called on the Whalers that ultimately led to the difference as the final horn sounds here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. 9-7 our final. As you can see, the Sandwich Blue Knights celebrating right here on the Whalers home field. A great effort by both teams, very competitive, and this could be a precursor to things to come as the Whalers and Sandwich likely to get very high tournament seedings. But unfortunately for the Whalers, this one goes to Sandwich. 9-7 the final. For the Whalers, before she exited early, Bailey Lower able to notch 3 goals and an assist. Emerson Pekarczyk with 2 goals. Ava Moskrop a goal and an assist. And Sydney Moskrop with a goal as well. Got to thank our incredible sponsors, the Nantucket Golf Club and Golf Club Foundation. As you can see, the congratulations going on right in front of us here. For Charlie Hoylman, I am Chris Morris. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday. Again, the girls lacrosse team taking on a very good Barnstable team. So another stiff test as Coach Jamie Lower and the Whalers look to get back to their winning ways here. They'll have a few days to think about it. We look forward to seeing you again here on the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Sports. I am Chris Morris. Have a great afternoon and enjoy the rest of Wine Festival weekend here on Nantucket.